everybody, and welcome back to another special episode of Between Two Turns. My name is Gray Baker, your game master, and joining me here today are...
My name is Libby, and I'll be playing Orla.
My name is Maddie, and I play Sayla Jane.
My name is Kendall, and I play Eco.
My name is Ashton, and I play Keely.
Wonderful. Well, let's start off with a recap, shall we? Our studious studiers had found their way into a secret area of the library where there was no escape and there was no clear way out.
We killed the bookshelf.
We killed a bookshelf.
And we got a book.
We got a book. Like, I don't know what we
Seemingly
did.
innocent woman.
Yeah,
But
I, investigated her and everything, and her stupid bookshelf tried to kill us.
From the book that you took, a piece of paper flutters out into Orla's hands. And what do we do? As we jump right back in, guys.
Go back to the lady and ask her a couple questions, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do you want to say to her?
Why'd you send us to the bookshelf if it's gonna hurt us, or?
She looks up at you and she's you can tell she's confused. She's like, what are you talking about? The bookshelf, this is a library. Things like that just don't happen here.
okay.
Ma'am, my friend had to turn into a rat to slip out of a bookshelf's tongue, and that is never a sentence I expected to say. So, I'm not sure if you're aware that you had an evil bookshelf in your library, but if there's some sort of exterminator,
Kids these days with their wild imaginations, you guys are so full of life and wonderful. You go ahead and enjoy what the library has to offer. I'm sure you've read many books, but no doubt you found this grand story from a wonderful book. And Orla, as they're talking, I think when you come back to this little rug and circle that she's kind of been hovering around, you notice that, and only you can see this because you're holding this piece of paper, but there are these symbols around the rug in a deep red. And you see this. And it's up to you whether you convey this to the rest of your group members. But as they're talking, these symbols start to etch themselves into the stone.
I think I'd like to turn back into a person now. Can I do that?
Oh, absolutely. Please describe. Please describe what happens as Keely transforms it again.
So I get really big, really fast, guys.
Okay.
And my antlers come back, and I kind of miss them because they kind of feel really good. And I'm no longer tiny. It's really great. I'm also no longer squeaking. You guys can understand what I'm saying. This is great.
I'll say, so you just turned back to a person. You haven't been talking to a lady. You two are in conversation with this lady. So I'm gonna pull you first. So
Okay.
you're not talking to her. And I'm gonna say, I see these red markings. Do you see them? Which I guess you can.
I'll just put them right here.
Oh yeah, that's funky.
Have you shown Keely the piece of paper you have?
I'll give you the piece of paper.
Oh.
As
Joy.
as she hands you this, piece of paper, the same thing happens. It's almost a flash of light in the corner of your eyes. You notice these symbols start to carve their way around this rug.
Well, some of the little symbols match some of the little symbols on here. That's gotta be something.
I think we'll jump back to Sayla Jane and Eco. As you guys are talking to the woman, she's like, did you happen to get my book? Please take your time exploring the library, but I would love to sit and read for a few moments.
Eco, I believe you have the book because you were the one who did the monster in, if I recall correctly. Maybe
Oh,
it
I
was
thought she
maybe it was
did the book.
Orla. Maybe it was Orla who did the monster in. We may need to go grab it.
Okay.
Well, you have the book.
Oh my gosh,
You have the paper. The paper
Oh.
fell out of the book.
Okay,
So somebody has it. I think it's either Orla or Rico. You guys can juice it out if you want.
I guess for the story's sake, I have the book right
You've
now.
got the
Okay.
book. Wonderful.
Okay. May I ask a question about the book? Or
Are you asking her a question?
asking her? Yes.
Of course.
What is so special about this book?
It's just one of my favorite tales.
I would like to read the book if that's okay with you.
You want to like just say that to her?
No, I can
You
read it.
flip it open?
Yeah.
Yeah, you flip it open and let me remind myself what it's called. So it's called Treasure Hunt, Holding On to Your Treasures. It's about this, like you read the little synopsis of it, and it basically is like telling this tale of this like adventurer who goes off and fights this like dragon in a tower, and there's like gold, and there's like the story of finding a family and friends, and that's like essentially what the book is about. It literally just looks like a piece of like fiction.
But nothing weird with the book at all.
If you want to make a perception check or an investigation on the book, maybe there's more.
Okay. I would like to do a perception check.
Go for
please.
it.
And I got a 3.
Do you add anything to it?
Plus 3. 6.
A solid 6. You think, based on reading like the synopsis and stuff, it's a pretty mediocre book in your opinion.
Joy.
Not great. Not a New York Times bestseller.
Not on a relax and read section.
It's not on the relaxing read. Absolutely not.
Well, I'm gonna give her the book.
Okay, she takes it. She kind of like pats you on the shoulder. She's like, "Oh, thank you, thank you." And she goes and like sits in one of these chairs, and it's just kind of like rocking back and forth. And she starts reading, and then she goes, "Oh, just so you know, while you're exploring the library, if you do so choose, whatever you do, please so do it quietly. I'd like to focus, and my ears they just bother me sometimes. So if you guys could just perhaps keep it down, I'd really appreciate it."
She says this after we get attacked by the bookshelf. Come on, really.
And then we'll
Yes, ma'am.
go back to you guys. What are you guys doing while this conversation goes on?
I'm trying to figure this out. And I've got nothing. Pretty solid. What about you? What have you got?
So you're gonna give it back to me, and if she's sitting in a corner over the rug,
Yeah, she is like not even paying attention to you guys at
Okay.
all. She was barely paying attention to them. So she's like fully like
kinda
nose in a book. She's like literally sitting
Oh,
this
no.
close to it because her eyes are so bad. And she's like reading like this.
Don't say,
Okay.
aw, her bookshelf tried to kill us.
She didn't know that it was an evil bookshelf. She seems rather confused about the whole situation.
I'm gonna take the piece of paper and go to this table back here,
Mm-hmm.
but like I'm like trying to go towards this corner of the table to where I'm obstructed by the bookshelf.
Okay,
The
yeah.
window was obstructed.
Go for it. You get there. Easy
I'm
peasy.
just looking.
Okay. What would you guys... It's up to you. What would you do?
I think we should help her solve it in some
Mm-hmm.
way. There's a code there, so
I think we should help.
And if you guys want to ride on it,
More
do
eyes, the
anything on
better.
it, go for it.
You okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Same thing happens, when you guys get a hold of it, you can now like see like out of the corner of your eyes like this like weird flash of light, and you notice around that rug that same thing happens of things being etched into the ground.
So right off the bat, this is like reminding me of the old flip phone that I used to have because, like it's kind of like divided into those little letters, those little segments. And
I had the same idea, and if you look here, like T has this like middle dot, and it's the middle one, and R is the furthest dot, and it's the furthest letter.
okay.
So
And then like the closest to the bottom dot, we have like I know we don't have a reference point for that, but I feel like you're right.
so based off.
is there a way I can check if I'm right?
Yeah. Make a pure luck check, which is literally roll a d20 and tell me what you get. No bonuses. Just tell me
Okay.
what you get.
Just
You
nice.
want high.
Okay, good to know.
Well, you know what? This is a special roll. This is an important moment.
Oh my gosh, scary.
Oh
If
my
you would
gosh.
please
I get to use the dragon
roll
head
it right in there.
in like the little.
Mm-hmm. And since this is so special, only you get to look.
That's disappointing.
Oh
So as you're looking at this, you guys are talking about it. You think that maybe it has to deal like some way up and down. It's not side to side. It doesn't matter where the
Okay.
dots are. But you think it goes up and down.
I think it goes up and down.
no. Okay, now, Keely, we care deeply about your opinions and your investigation. But like, are you like super sure?
I'm like not super sure at all.
Okay.
But my gut tells me up and down.
Okay.
You're having a pen. Sorry.
I have a pencil. It has.
You can borrow my pen.
Sorry.
Okay. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna steal another piece of paper. I
Oh,
feel
go
this
for
is a
it.
Piece of paper.
Go
I think.
for it.
And we're a study group, so we came prepared.
You know, you most certainly. You just like pull it out the back of your like heavy armor set.
Heavy
You're like,
armor.
right?
Yeah,
She's still a schoolgirl, even when she's 3.
I feel like this, with it having like this open top here, is this like DEF section? Kendall, is that what you were getting at earlier?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
getting, since I'm basing it off
Like
the
shape,
containers of the shape, and
Yeah.
since that it already gives us a hint, kind of,
Mhm.
and that's already to the right. It's kind of you kind of have to like look at it in a different way. So that's O. I feel like that one right there is D.
Mhm.
Yeah, you already got it. And,
And then, where's this swearing?
I think we can write on the actual
Oh, sorry.
if
So
that
we've got
helps.
D-O-N, U or T. I think that might be in the middle, question mark?
yeah, T.
Okay.
And it makes
D-O-N. We're gonna add an apostrophe. I'm feeling that it's don't. Not leave on it.
Clues don't have grammar.
Oh,
Don't TR.
it's kind of like, hey man, can I guess the rest?
Can we buy a vowel, please?
Okay, so I think it's giving like don't trust
Don't
right
trust
now. Awesome.
her.
Shoot, I trust her with my whole heart. Okay, do we need to investigate like around the rug? Because those are similar vibes, you know?
I guess
It might just say don't trust her though. I don't know if it's like the same. Can I roll an investigation
Go
to just
for
kind of like glance and compare?
Yes, absolutely,
Would
man.
this be like investigation, perception? What am I rolling for?
Do investigation.
Okay, great. Okay, that looks like a 9? Question mark 6? Okay.
9.
Okay, with no boost.
On a 9, you think, I would say you can notice that most of the symbols are like, they're not in the same order or anything.
Okay,
You don't
so this
think
is
it says the same thing, but it's probable. Like, it could, but you don't think so. Most likely not.
Do we want to take a moment to investigate the rug?
It's probably a good idea.
This thing. It's okay. That one is like this little U shape with the middle one, so that's an E right there. I'm feeling. Would the council agree?
I agree.
Okay. Actually, can you see from where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay, so. And then the next one is that middle is Z. I feel like that might be wrong.
I feel like let me see real quick.
Okay.
There is a top and a bottom.
Oh, okay.
That might be.
I probably should have marked it, and
Oh,
I
good.
didn't think about it.
Okay.
Okay, this side is the top. I'm gonna make a little. That side is the top.
Okay. Okay, so we start from there on. So this is like the JKL section, so that's giving an L to me. And then an A. No, just kidding. A V. Okay, so I feel like that one is an L, like, and then that one is a V.
Oh my gosh, it's clicking for me. I'm seeing what I'm seeing now. Oh my god.
I'm not even sitting here the whole time.
What are you looking? Yeah, no, I got it. Okay.
Okay.
We're good, guys.
Okay, and that one is, okay, yeah, that one's an E, I think.
Yeah,
And that one is a, I don't
K.
understand what the shape is. Okay, K.
yeah, okay.
And then, so that one, that next one a J. Because like these are like the same, okay. And then this one would be an R. There's a lot of letters here so far, and I'm not sure.
It's not spelling anything.
Not spelling anything, but that's okay.
Hold on. Maybe,
I feel like you guys have gotten off track.
yeah.
Lost the plot. Okay.
Can I do anything? Can I do a look?
What are you wanting to?
I want a hint on, because I feel like it's probably the order is switched in some way. Since this was like sideways and we have to look this way, maybe we have to look a certain different way over here. I just want a hint.
Okay. Roll a investigation check.
Investigation.
What is with our rolls today, guys?
What did you get?
7. Oh wait, no. 5.
A 5. Okay. You truly, honestly do not know.
Awesome. Okay, that's like.
Sorry, guys.
You guys can also do like Arcana checks. You can do let me see. Let me look at my list of
Arcana
checks.
is magic, right?
Oh,
Yes, Arcana is magic. You can do an insight. You can do investigation.
I feel like there's a magic woman over here.
but anyone have particularly strong boost on any of these things? Would this be tied to any sort of religion? Or
You could make a religion check.
okay, I'll go ahead and do
It
that.
wouldn't be okay. It wouldn't be like a hint. It would be like a religion of what these symbols specifically mean, or where have you seen them being used before.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. And I get a 16 with a boost of 2.
Oof, the
So
18 is pretty good.
thank you.
You see these symbols, and part of you recognizes like this is not something you see in like your college-y life. This is maybe something you've seen in your like adventure life, and even though you
Okay.
haven't lived it,
Mhm.
you have these experiences. So you are looking at them and you're thinking, I feel like I've seen these before.
Okay.
And a little part of you is like, this is like some kind of language or cipher in like this huge city with these beautiful libraries, and it's been used to keep something in.
Okay.
So kind of
Scary.
like, it's kind of like, you know how we have the metal detectors?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Okay. Awesome. So it feels scary.
Okay. I have a pretty solid boost on both insight and perception.
Oh my gosh, you wanna roll through those and see if we can score those hidden.
I'm like, hopefully I've made this right.
I have on my sheet so far LVEBAREK.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm trying to I just want to write everything out just
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
what it looks like. Because if it's in another language and we have to roll for that, we can just roll for that.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Hopefully I made this right. Let's hope.
Which would be, I mean, to me they're the same thing, but which would be more useful? Perception or insight?
Insight.
Okay. Insight it is then.
Okay.
Because I just like an 8, but plus 5, so that's
Whoa.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, I will give you
More the finger counting, guys.
3 letters of your choosing.
Of my choosing.
Yeah.
Oh, joy.
We can do this either hangman style, where I feel them in. I like fill which one is correct in, or you can just point to one and say, "What is this?"
Guys, which option are we doing? It's gonna help us the most.
That's a good question. I think Orla's working on decoding it with her magic smarts.
I say you fill in.
Hangman style.
Yeah.
Do you want to say where is an E, or do you want to point to one and say what is this specifically?
We can mix. You've got 3 chances, yeah. What if we just mix it up and we?
You have to choose one,
Oh.
one or the other.
Okay. What's this guy?
This one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I need a pen, please.
Ben!
Pen! Okay.
You can write on there if you need to.
I know, but it won't.
Oh.
Oh, maybe. Ah! Figure it out.
Okay.
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 And then this guy.
Okay. That is going to be
Okay.
H.
And we'll go this guy.
Okay. It's going to be A.
A.
Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Because it all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm making sound effects for that. It just felt necessary. Felt necessary to the hint giving process.
Don't know if this is helpful at all,
I'm sure it will be.
but there you go.
Okay.
Hopefully I can be of assistance.
Remember, here's this if you want. Oh, I got like the cipher in here.
Okay, so I wrote everything out.
Okay.
It's like,
We don't make no sense, right?
So if you read it backwards, the stack, I'm just like,
Roll a investigation with advantage. So roll 2 of your d20 and take whichever one is the highest as your modifier.
so an 18 plus advantage.
Plus your investigation bonus.
So 20.
Okay. Let me see through the page real quick.
oh,
The one that you have written on it. So, give me your little sheet, and I'm going to tell you with that 20 that you actually have all of the things you need.
go team.
The things that you don't have is that the direction. So it reads normal, and then these two go down. So if you also give me,
Okay.
so these read this way, this way, this way, and then this way.
Okay. Gotcha.
But all your work is correct. Peer reviewed.
Peer review, guys.
So, S, O, O, V, yeah.
That is a word, yes.
Okay, we don't like that. So there. S T A C K Clear stack. Should just be T. Ancient. Should be.
It doesn't go counterclockwise either. It
So
goes like.
probably solve the bare stack, and there's that empty stack. I don't know if it's the only empty stack, but that's the only one I
It
can see
looks-
here.
It is the only empty stack
Okay.
from my vantage point. Well, I
So-
can't see these three, but
Yeah.
all the other ones are there.
So
Or not there.
Can I go up to it?
can I approach that bare stack?
Oh, of course. You see the empty stack. Etched into this dark wood reads, "The dragon's hoard and ancient lore are interwoven at the library's core."
Oh,
Ooh,
joy.
rhymes.
Everybody make a perception.
Oh gosh.
Check.
Is that your done?
I think that's yours.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for helping.
Alright, what did everyone get?
10.
10?
Is it perception?
Perception.
12.
11.
10.
A 12, so that's the highest we've got. Ego, next to this shelf, you notice there's a pile of books. What's weird about this, though, is that instead of titles, the books have like a single silver letter on the spine.
Oh, I get
Oh,
This is your pile of books that you find.
Alright. This.
These are really pretty books, guys.
Yeah, really. Slam.
Is this another?
Okay.
Alright. Well, based on the structure here, I believe that's another code that we have to solve.
Oh shoot.
Can we do like an arcana?
Oh, absolutely. You guys can do Arcana, Investigation.
What's Arcana gonna tell me if I roll for it? There's magic here.
It could possibly, yeah, if there's magic, possibly something that it connects to, if there's like any like hidden properties basically that have to do with magic.
Okay, because like one thing that I want to know is what the lines of the dots talk.
Okay, for that I would say make like an investigation or a perception.
Do we want to do perception, or do we want to see if there's magic?
And everyone can roll like something.
True.
I've got a high Arcana boost, so I can.
You
roll
can
for
roll.
that.
Mm-hmm. My perception boost is high.
Would you roll for that on us? And you know, I'll roll just for fun actually. But just
Yeah.
the more the
More
merrier.
options.
Considering
Let's
our
do
differences.
this.
It was an original.
Alright.
That's
Yours
a 7. That's a 7 for me.
Okay, I got a 10. Perception,
Okay.
you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 13.
13, 7.
Shoot. Get my little guy. This it's pretty flat. 9. Plus 9 for perception.
I got a 16.
A 16. That's for Arcana, right?
Mhm.
Okay. On that 16, I think you notice that, like, the bookshelf itself, you notice has these little, like, slots in it, and there's 5 slots. And you notice that there's, like, you can feel it, that when you kind of, like, look at them, when you put something there, something is supposed to happen magically.
Okay.
What did we get highest on
13.
That would be a 13.
13 for
Perception.
perception? You noticed, so you definitely think the tops of the books have something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You maybe can't tell what.
Yay!
Joy.
Check this.
You can spell book.
I know, I did see that.
Okay, and we have DALS left. I don't know.
You can also spell blood.
Yo, that's true. It's scary.
Ask.
Ask blood. Blood ask. Blood ask.
Ask.
He's British. That's blood.
Um,
That's cool.
I could just I can write.
Okay. This is actually Spelling Bee brought to you by Cal Gates. Do you want me to read to you the thing again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The dragon's hoard and ancient lore are interwoven at the library's core.
Dragons. Horde.
Dragon's core or cord?
Hoard.
Dragon's
Horde.
horde.
Hoard.
Horde.
H-O-A-R-D
Yes.
hoard.
Yes. A what?
And ancient lore.
Ancient lore. Okay.
Interwoven at the library's core.
Interwoven. Ah, look at us, we're poets.
So, I'm gonna just move to the center of the room. One might even say the core.
Okay.
And I'm gonna perceive things.
No, I'm gonna investigate. things.
Okay. What are you hoping to investigate?
Anything.
Anything.
You know, was I guess if we found her little book
Mm-hmm.
in the center, one again could even say the core.
Uh-huh.
Actually, where's our old lady? Where's she at?
She's still reading. You
Okay.
came around the corner, she is just rocking in her chair, book up to her like this.
I'd like to speak to her.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh dear.
Could I steal that book for just a moment and read the synopsis on it?
I suppose.
Thank
Don't
you.
lose my place. And she holds it to you with like her finger in it.
Okay, I want to memorize that page number. real
Okay.
quick, just
She's
FYI.
on page like 27.
Okay, she's on page 27, and I will remember that because
Okay.
there's things that don't trust her, but I kind of like the old lady, and I don't want her
Wonderful.
from them. Okay, so I want to read the summary that Eco read
Uh-huh.
here. What does it say? 'Cause I
It
don't remember.
basically is just describing this fantasy book, it's fiction,
Okay.
of a adventurer who goes on a journey to slay this dragon and basically like collect its gold and like save his people or whatever. But it's more about the friendships he finds along the way.
Okay, Bill.
Okay, Mabel.
Yeah, basically that's it.
So, ma'am, you said that you've read this book before and it's one of your favorites.
Very near and dear to me.
You know, what happens to the dragon and the dragon's ward, for that matter? I presume a dragon has a ward.
Of course, all dragons do. This one in particular, if I'm remembering right, it's been a while since I read it, but the dragon actually isn't slain at the end. It's turned back into its original form, and it joins their friend group, and they all stay in the castle and rule this land together.
Okay.
Anything else I can help you with, dear?
I don't think so right now. Thank you so
Wonderful.
much.
And she like pops her book open and like puts it up to her face again.
You were on page 27.
Thank you.
Okay, gang, that's what I found out. Kind of bad living there.
Alright,
Yeah.
can I do an perception check again or investigation for these letters?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, because I'm. Alright. Oh,
Oh, wow. All of those other ones were good rolls.
I was about to say.
7?
7. Okay. You notice specifically on that O over there, the farthest one, that the top of it only has 2 lines. No other book has like 2 in that place. So you think that is the only choice for the second letter of the sword.
So it's second letter. So would 3 lines mean that there's
So the L and the B both have 1 line, but the L line is just shorter. Or is there one?
look.
Is it look? I don't know.
What other letters do we?
Nope.
Also reminds Orla that she noticed there were 5 slots in the bookshelf.
So maybe we don't use all the letters.
So true. Just start making up 5-letter words, guys. Let's just start putting them.
There's books.
Mhm.
B also only has 1 line.
Is there? Can I do an investigation and see if there are going to be like any consequences if we put it wrong? Like, is it booby trapped? You know? I have an 8. What did I say? Or investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Okay, so that'll just be an 8.
You don't think there's anything.
Okay, yay.
If there's anything.
Can we try to put the books in order, like trial and error? Can we put them in the shelves? And
I
then-
will say yes. Let me do it. I want to put the O, the 2 lines, on the second shelf to see what it does. Because we know earlier when you're supposed to put it there, something happens.
Correct.
So we'll suss it out, and I'll put the
So you
second.
put just that O in the second slot.
Yeah.
Okay. As you put that O in, it clicks, and you can no longer like take it back out. You
Okay.
think it's something good.
Just like,
So
can we do the same thing? With what word do we want to make first, guys? What are we feeling? Feeling books? Books?
The word books.
Okay.
S.
3, 4, 5.
Okay.
That was you walking in?
Yes.
For our first try.
Okay.
Yes. And we're gonna see what the bookshelf accepts and what it
As you
rejects.
put the books on the shelf, a rumble kind of spreads over the room, and you hear several clicks like. Across the room, you see another bookshelf starting to shake. Books
Okay.
tumble off the shelves, and it causes a loud screech as it slowly drags across the floor.
Ooh.
You see behind it, just from the vantage point you have from over there, a small sliver of an illuminated staircase, possibly a way out.
All right, let's go.
I will take all those books back as well. Okay, so you guys head towards this bookcase over here.
Yes.
Okay, let me set you up real quick.
Yeah, we can't leave the dog.
That's good.
Avengers Assemble. That's what I'm thinking of right now, guys.
As you near this bookcase, the woman stands from her chair and tosses her book aside, and she blocks your path to the staircase. Her warm smile is gone, replaced by a fierce look in her eyes, which glow with a green light. Her red hair swirls around her with a wind that none of you can feel. The air crackles with a powerful energy. I've played the parts long enough, little ones, but now I'm done playing. There are smells of smoke as a cry erupts from the woman's mouth, a flash of green bursting over the room as the wind seems to howl. The woman's form starts to change before your eyes, growing and elongating, scales instead of skin, wings spreading from her back. A beast, no. A dragon towers over you.
Shut up.
Wisps of green light reflecting off of her as though it's not fully here. You think you can escape me, little ones. A raspy laugh echoes through the small library. I will not let my treasure escape so easily. You will stay here, part of my collection, forever. With a snarl and a gnash of large gleaming teeth, the dragon makes it clear that an easy escape is not an option. Everyone roll for initiative.
You're the closest. Who's closer?
That would be Stella. She's ready with her warhammer.
I'll work.
Or with her words.
You're too nice. Yeah, dragon
Or with her words.
I have like
Oh my gosh.
It's really high.
Wait,
What did you get?
roll your 20 and add your initiative to it.
Oh.
Oh, I got a 4.
Oh!
Okay.
8.
11. Ash, what did you get?
It's gonna be 18.
Okay, Miss Ma'am.
Guys, I guess I'll battle the dragon first.
You say use your magic. You dark arts.
You know, I've got a lot of spells over here. Probably.
Alright. As this dragon, transforms in front of you, Keely, you are the first to act. You jump into action. What do?
I would like to cast a spell.
Okay.
Pass without a trace.
Okay.
Like to make my entire team invisible.
So it doesn't make you invisible.
What do you mean? It says it does.
It makes let me see that.
Okay, not invisible.
Does
but
not say invisible.
Shadows.
It basically means, pass without trace means you are wrapping shadows around yourselves, and it effectively gives you a +10 to stealth rolls. It
Okay.
does not make you invisible.
Okay.
So you can only use that +10 if you are actively pursuing, being stealthy. Which, hiding is an action in combat, which we are now in.
I feel like it would help us out. If the dragon couldn't necessarily see us. But then I could also do something else. I could fight it.
Just throw that out there.
You took the initiative. Sorry.
Against her will. I think.
Against my will. Okay, we'll fight it. We'll fight it. I'm gonna roll to hit
Mm-hmm.
with my centaur.
Okay.
We're gonna hope it goes better than the bookshelf. Yeah. 16 plus 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 20.
That hits. It
Better.
is not a critical, so you don't get to double it,
That's
but
okay.
you do hit. You can go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay.
Oh, also, you'll have to move closer. We better make sure you can actually get there.
Yeah.
So each of these is 5. You can move however much you
5, 10, 15, 20. Like that. 30!
period.
We're
job.
right next to the dragon, guys.
Right next to its mouth. An odd choice.
We're gonna find it, don't worry. 5 plus 2, but if it's a 1d6, can I even do that?
It's 5 plus 2? Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that. You can still
So
add
7.
You add your bonus onto whatever
Okay,
you roll.
so
7. All right. What else would you like to do? That's your turn. You want to describe what it looks like as Keely does this action and runs up?
She is like a wild card. She's absolutely freaking ferocious. And she just really wants to slice this dragon's head.
Uh-huh.
This lady has annoyed her from the very start. She didn't once trust this woman, and she is
Mhm.
ready to just get it over with.
Absolutely. She just takes a running start.
Yeah,
I think she does a
absolutely.
slide and a pop up.
Oh yeah,
and,
like a Black Widow moment.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. And
Strike
just
a
goes to
pose
hack on
and-
it. Does some damage. Do you
Does
have a
some
bonus
damage.
action?
I do have a bonus action.
Would you, do you have anything you'd like to do on your bonus action? I think you have your, 2-weapon fighting. You probably have some other stuff that I can't do right now. I'm sure you have them.
Now I'm gonna use my chance to hide since I am so close to the dragon. Can I do that?
Hiding is an action.
But where's my what do you mean? Where's my bonus action?
So your bonus action,
Because I'm frustrated.
You're right in front of the dragon. Just slice
Well,
it.
If I don't deal enough damage, then the dragon's gonna attack me and we'll be right back where I was with the bookshelf.
Right behind.
so 2-weapon fighting is a bonus action. All your other bonus actions are probably going to be on this page, but I'm not sure if you have it.
How do I know? Like, where will it?
It would say bonus action. So what would it actually say if it was but
I don't think I have one.
you can do 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, I can.
Do you not have 2 weapons in your hand?
No, I do have 2 weapons in my hand. My pen is my lovely symbol. Actually.
Wonderful. So you can do that as a bonus action. You would just make another attack.
Okay, guys, I guess I'll do a lot of heavy lifting here and do another attack. So I'll go out. So now, wait, I rolled a hit first, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is yours. 11 plus 2, so that's
Does
13.
not hit.
Damn it!
You make an offhand swing and it just doesn't connect.
Ugh.
Is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah.
Wonderful. It is the dragon's turn.
I don't like that.
See? Told you guys. First, right back in the possession where I was.
First, I'm gonna roll on the board to see if it recharges its breath weapon. Oh, I did not roll on the board. Oh, 1. So it's gonna go ahead and make its attack. You don't get to know what that means. So it's gonna make 1 with its bite at Keely, and actually another 1 with its claws at Keely.
Of course, because
Oh, Keely.
I'm dead, aren't I?
That would be a crit against Keely.
I'm dead.
So let's see.
This is what I get. I should have hidden.
It's okay.
Who told me to attack? Ego.
14 damage it deals you as its jaw clamps down on your offhand as you
14,
swing.
you said?
14 damage.
You're almost dead, bro. Oh my god.
I'm far away from being dead.
Awesome.
What's your armor class?
That would be 13.
Okay, it misses you with its claws, though. So it bites on you. Its teeth get a little too stuck in your muscles because you're so buff. But it claws at you, just swings right past. Just swings right past your face.
Guys, I'm very close to being dead, so I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
Okay. That is.
On the bright side, I can wild shape, and I take over their HP while I'm a cannibal.
That is going to be the dragon's turn. It doesn't want to move out of your range. It doesn't have any bonus actions. So we move to Seela Jane.
Alright, so I've got some spells and I don't super know the difference between them.
Okay.
Like, but you know, I've got like Bless, I've got Shield of Faith. I feel like I should probably use something on Keely right now.
Mhm.
She doesn't seem to be in a super tight spot. Also, like, do you have like an animal with bigger HP than you?
Yes. I
Okay.
believe so.
I think she has one more than her current HP right now.
Yes, I do have
Oh, yeah.
one that is more than my current HP right now. That would be my panther.
So, okay, like, do you heal up whenever you switch, or does it just like the Panther has like more HP and it loses like 14 bits? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so when she wild shapes, basically she takes that form and their full HP. So she would have,
Noted.
if it's like 14 HP, she has 14 HP as a panther. When she loses 14 HP, she reverts out of panther form and comes back in whatever amount of hit points she has when she transforms.
Okay, noted. So yeah, let's see. Well,
I'm good. I'm good if you miss, so don't worry about me. I appreciate you, but don't feel like my life is completely in your hands.
Wait, okay, some of my spells say like casting time 1 bonus action. Does that mean
means
bonus
you-
actions?
It's just a bonus action, correct?
Oh my gosh, wait. So out of those, Sanctuary, Shield of Faith, and Divine Favor are my bonus actions. Will Shield of Faith, will that cover?
What are the cards say?
It says a shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus to AC for the duration.
So, however long that spell lasts, would give Keely a +2, or whoever you cast it on, to AC, which is, you know, the hit threshold. How much I have to roll to hit.
Okay, cool. So I'll be using that bonus action.
Okay, go ahead and cast it. What does it look like as the Jane casts this?
It looks pretty sick, alright? I feel like it's blue. A lot of Sailor Jane's theme seems to be blue so far. So Keely's right up there next to the dragon, and we see a cool like wavy. You know, whenever it's like really hot out and the air is kind of wavy, that's what it looks like, but it's blue, and it's like just this little bubble over Keely, and it's not the dragon. Man, I'm a little displeased with the dragon, frankly. I kind of wanted to talk her out because like I have a really like high persuasion modifier, and I feel like she's a lonely old lady. So at first I wanted to talk her out of it, but I'm a little miffed that she just bit Keely. Like that's
Yeah.
Which, by the way, are the dragon's jaws like currently clamped on me, or did they just
It would have
bite
just
me
been
while
like
I go?
a straight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I mean, you can try to talk her down if you want. If you really,
is that gonna be a turn?
it would.
Can I
it
try to
would.
talk, and if it goes awry, then I can smack her?
Well, here's the problem. Since the dragon's turn is already passed, she will not be able to respond to you until her next one. Because these rounds, so from like the top, basically the Keely to Eco is 1 round of combat. That is 6 seconds. So all you're doing is in 6 seconds.
Okay. Also, PT Dubs, my shield of faith spell lasts for up to 10 minutes, so Keely should be good for the duration
Okay.
of.
I will also say it is concentration, which means you can't cast another spell.
Oh, okay. So that
And
means
if you take damage, you have to roll to meet a DC to keep your concentration on your spell.
gotcha. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna try to smack her first. And what are the odds that like we kill her? Like if we win, does she die? Or if we win, is it like more Pokemon battles where she's
You
just
would
too exhausted to keep
assume
going?
that she would die. Either, but you know there was some weird things with her before, and like this dragon looks like almost like not fully there. Like it's kind of like you look at it and it's like trying to think. Like it's kind of like that heat thing where you like when you look right at it, it's kind of like is it really there? Is it really not? Kind of situation.
Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna smack first and talk to her later. Because I feel like we should not bite people.
True.
So I roll with my d20 to see if I hit, and then I roll with.
Yes. Are you using?
I'm gonna use my dagger in addition to my warhammer because
Okay.
more chances the better.
I will say you've already used your bonus action casting,
Okay.
so all you have left is your action. So you'll have to decide if that's going to be with your dagger or with your warhammer.
Oh, so I can't use them both now?
Mm-mm.
Shoot. Okay, I feel like at that point I might as well just go like warhammer because that's gonna hurt more.
Are you going to like double hand it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But she doesn't hit because I got a 1, so.
That is so unfortunate. Yeah. What does it look like as Jane just? Does she move closer? I'm assuming.
Sure, but you know, can she decide in this moment? You know, maybe talking is worth a shot.
She
You
just
know?
tried. She's like, oh, maybe I should have.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, great. So I am gonna try to move. I'm gonna go straight for this lady's neck. All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna miss.
Yeah.
She's tall. I'm 3 feet tall. All right.
She has a
I
little jump.
and
Mhm.
you know, and her jumping skills are not great. So, you know, I'm like, you know what? Maybe we should use our words. Just in a last ditch effort.
Mhm.
So what do I roll for?
Persuasion if you're telling the truth to her. Deception if you are lying to her.
I am persuasive. I'm a truth teller.
Okay.
And I'm a liar, pants on fire.
Okay.
I like to keep that way. She doesn't like hit me with her fire breath or whatever. Do I roll a d20 for that?
Yes. What do you want to say?
Okay, so I've got 10 and a modifier of 5, which puts me at 15.
Okay.
And I'm like, listen, ma'am. I understand that it must get very lonely down there. You are the only person that we have seen in this scary realm, and frankly, I love the library, but I wouldn't want to be trapped here all the time. So if you stop trying to kill us, instead of just hoarding us down here, you can meet so many more people if you just come upstairs with us.
She's growling as you say. Like she's like
Awesome. Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's sterile.
Yeah. I think she does kind of regard you out of the corner of her eyes saying that. But with that, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, we move to Orla.
She's still got a big old snack in front of her face, so.
So the
Roll.
the riddle about the dragon's hoard
Mm-hmm.
and all that. I want to know why she would want to keep this down here.
Okay.
Should I roll for it?
Do you have an insight?
Okay. So, I have done my action work,
Mhm.
but I want to just think of like a reason why she'd want to keep us down here, because if there's something that we have, like physically,
Mhm.
just like chuck it to the side and ram straight out.
Valid point.
So, I'm doing investigation.
Insight.
60.
16. You think that you guys are wanting to be kept because you're down here in the first place. You think that whatever, you think it's like a, you're like thinking back on your knowledge and your adventuring past that you didn't know you had. You feel like whatever comes into a dragon's nest is a dragon's hoard. And you have entered, so to speak, a nest.
She's gonna keep buying cards as her treasure.
Trying to like think of something that isn't gonna hit everybody else. Just do.
Well, you can also position yourself in a way that like doesn't hit anybody. I mean, this thing is big. Like,
Slide over here.
snout to tail is probably about 25, 30 feet long.
Yo, it's quite large.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Keely just charged right at it,
Yeah.
thinking she could.
But she did land the head, which is
Did
better than
land the
saying
Try to thunder wave.
Okay. Where would you have to be? It's like, where do you want to position yourself?
So I want to go. This is really fun. I want to go like closer, like not out that door. But just like move like sideways.
This is 20 feet.
Sure, and I'll do.
How much movement do you have? Or like, what's your speed?
35.
Okay, so you've got 20 here, 20 feet.
I'll get a little closer. I'll just get closer to everyone.
30, 35.
Sure. And then thunder wave, and I'm trying to just like push the dragon like maybe up and over the other directions.
Okay, what is, can I read Thunderwave?
Sure.
It's lengthy.
It is lengthy.
I'm just gonna go in by title.
Let's see. I don't know what. 10 feet. I think you would push it either like into the bookshelves, which might hit Seela Jane, or you could push it like more diagonal.
Excellent.
Yes, cool. So you can push it that way or like sideways.
I'll just push it back so we don't
Okay.
want to lose the machine.
Yes, so that Jane would get squashed.
No, but you know, if she pushes it far up enough, I'm 3 feet tall. That's not a lot of air to clear. You know, if she maybe just push it like 3 feet over.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Can I put the dragon there?
Can you what?
Can if I shove it hard enough, will I get it in the air to clear 3 feet?
Probably not.
Okay, so I'll just shove it back.
Okay. What is the save again? It's Constitution.
Probably. I see.
Mm-hmm. It might be on your spell sheet.
So maybe on 12.
Okay. Passes. So dragon passes, but I think Thunder Wave is on a save. It still takes damage. So read it one more time. And also, what level are you casting this at?
First level.
Okay.
I
So
haven't rolled for it.
yeah, you don't have to roll to hit. It'll either, so the way this one works is it's a save for your target, your dragon. So it's either a failed save or it saves, and it did save. So it's not going to take the full effect of the spell, but it usually takes like half damage.
Okay.
So you will probably get to roll anyways. You might read the language of it and see if it says like on a save it does this, on a failed save it does this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
on a successful save, the creature takes as much damage and isn't pushed.
Okay, so it does.
My bad.
Yeah, it's okay. It still takes half damage.
Okay.
So you can still roll however much damage it says, or however much it says on a level 1.
So, cast a spell using this one. What do you mean? On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8.
Okay, so roll
But
2d8, and then we'll just take half of that.
Okay. So, I have my 8.
Yes, roll it
Twice.
twice, and then we'll half whatever the total is.
So 4, 7, 3.5.
We'll take the higher. So, just, is it 4 total? Okay. What does it look like as sort of cast this?
Well, I'm just intent on trying to get the dragon pushed out of the way to clear out our path to leave. But since I did not achieve that, I'm not
Anything else on your turn?
How are dragons usually? I don't know. Can I like roll to like get any information on like how dragons are normally defeated? So like a tried and true theory.
There's not really, like, just straight up, I'll just tell you, like, any damage is good damage.
Okay, so you know how earlier I rolled that d20 for an attack, and I got a 1.
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't know if you're gonna let me do this because my turn's already over, but upon further investigation, I, as a lightfoot halfling,
You're lucky, aren't you?
I'm lucky, and so if I roll a 1 on the d20 for an attack roll, which is what that was, ability check or saving throw, you can re-roll the die unless you use the new roll. So is my turn technically over? Yes, but we could also retroactively let me roll it again.
I would let you roll it again.
Roll
Do you have lucky, I think you have lucky points, so you can only use it so many times. You may look.
It has like a BR28 next to it.
Let me just see your name real quick.
Card.
Where did you find this information?
It was on my second page.
I guess freaking not. Use it however much you want.
The luckiest.
You're just lucky. Go ahead and roll that again.
6 or 9. I'm a little confused.
Where's the
It
dot?
has, it's right here.
That's a 6.
Okay, I feared such a thing.
6 doesn't hit. I'm
6 is
guessing.
not gonna do her. As we move from that turn, y'all's turn, collectively, Ego, that's you.
Oh, alright. I was gonna have to say one. Let's see. You know, I haven't used them yet, but I think it's time to send it out. Stupid.
Dog and
I
hard
mean, I see.
Sit down, dude.
Actually, okay, wait. It's not good. I believe we use my long bow
Okay.
to try to pierce him from a long range.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. 1d8 plus 3 or not that Is this it?
Yeah, roll to hit first.
Oh yeah, you need your
You
d20.
d20 to hit first.
Okay, this
I think that is easy.
Oh,
11 plus nothing.
You don't have a plus for it?
What do I do with plus?
It'll be your longbow.
Oh, plus. Is it 5? Plus
Where's your longbow?
right here.
So it's plus 5.
Plus 5. 16.
16 exactly hits.
Let's get it. Alright, do I roll again?
Yeah, roll your damage. So whatever it says beside it, that 1d8, you'll roll a d8 and then add whatever the bonus is to that. Yes.
2 plus 3, 5.
Better than nothing.
So true. Alright, what else would you like to do?
Oh
Bonus
man.
action or some movement? Movement?
What was the first one?
Bonus action or some movement?
By the
Oh, wow.
way, I'm kind of within your range, so I'm
I
hoping
can shoot around you.
I was like,
It's just like right by you.
shoot at me. Just
Oh, I
realized,
hit him.
no, I know. I just realized I'm like right in your path.
Little free haircut, you know?
Yeah. You take steps off.
Oh, we're gonna save you. Hold on.
My antler just
So if I use a fog cloud,
Is it a bonus action?
how do I see where bonus is?
Oh, no, so this action. Okay, all yours is
So
like
they're all
actions.
actions. I can. Do I have any bonus action?
It would be highlighted if you did, I think. You may not. You may be able to command your dog as a bonus action.
Alright.
So you could. I might. Hold on. Let me check it out. Let me see this one here.
swear, Duke dies.
It's okay.
I warned you.
Well, he's here for a reason. He's there for combat.
He's here as a loyal companion.
Yeah. I can lose him so much.
Let me
I'm using these my trash longbow.
Your trash longbow that just hit.
We
Let
need
me
to
see
use it.
the wolf stat.
I have so much things I can
I'm about to change into a panther and attack this thing myself. Don't send it, Duke. Let it be me.
Okay.
I want to have a turn.
So this says it has to be an action. I'm gonna rule right here right now that you can use a bonus action to command your dog to do something. Normally it just takes the dodge action, but if you would like to use a bonus action to tell it to like attack or do one of its actions, it can.
Alright, let's risk it. And I rolled a hit.
What do you want him to do? He also has some like speed and movement. And he has a thing called pack tactics. So if he's close, like within 5 feet of one of your allies, I believe he gets advantage. Maybe it's all on the stat block.
Oh.
I know.
Can you turn?
Lots.
Can I command you at all? Since you're like half. Whatever.
No! I'm
But
a
you're also in
person.
your allies, so it counts for that.
Okay, what I say?
He's just like, Keely, turn to a dog.
Keely, I need you to become the wolf right now, actually.
Duke's got a thing.
You're at third level. Oh my.
Yeah, it should be on his. So if he's
This
got,
right here.
if he's got speed, that'll be his speed.
Yes, plus 6 speed. My dog is crazy. Plus.
Usually 30 speed. I think it says 40 actually. It's on the very top.
40 speed, 40 feet.
Yeah.
So the speed can. What can
That means he can move 40 feet.
that? Okay.
And
Okay.
each of the squares is 5.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty far.
Let's roll for the dog. Pack tactics, and he go 5 feet. So the cannon cat, yeah.
He can be right there and use pack tactics. What is pack tactics?
The wolf has advantage on attack rolls against the creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet of the creature.
Which is
you
true.
are.
So you get to roll with advantage on
Okay.
his. Are you doing a bite attack?
Yeah,
On the very
I
top?
only got a bite, yeah.
Okay, so do that, but roll the d20 to hit twice and take whichever one is higher.
Okay. I can't have it.
You gotta roll better than that if you're sending Duke in.
You just rolled the same thing twice in a row.
Alright,
What is Duke at?
like health wise or?
To his hit. Should be at the very bottom.
He's plus 6.
Hit.
Hit 5. Yeah,
Wait, I think it says plus 6.
plus 6.
Okay. 13. 13 does not hit.
Gosh.
Uh,
11 points.
So Duke very heroically bounds up, lunges for the dragon, it just whips its head out of the way. That is it for your turn, and we'll move back to the top of initiative with Keely.
Oh, so it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Okay.
And you have Shield of Faith on you.
I
So you
do.
have a +2 to your AC.
Hey, you took one of my die. That's your die.
Okay, which one is it? This?
No. Wait. Okay, so does wild shape count as an action?
Yes.
Okay, and then if my wild shape has an action,
And I use that in the same turn.
cannot use it in the same freaking turn.
You
Okay.
can do a bonus action. Action and a bonus.
Which we've decided that I don't have. So, okay, since I have such low HP, can I still cast spells?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're good.
Hello, I'm dead. Great.
Come on.
I would like to cast Moonbeam.
Okay. What does Moonbeam do? Read it out.
When a creature, so a silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius,
Okay.
40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range until the spell ends. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful.
Okay. Where would you like to put it?
My Moonbeam?
Mm-hmm. 5 feet.
I would like to put it like right there.
You don't want to put it on the dragon?
Well, like, can I touch the dragon and be like right there?
Yeah.
That's where I want it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just making sure. Okay.
So I rolled a hit, or no?
It should be
This guy.
let's see. So it has to make a Constitution saving throw. You're casting this at second level, so be sure to mark down that you cast that as a second level.
Where do I mark that down?
It gets a nat 1, so it fails. Which means you get to roll the damage and it'll take it.
Okay, oh, so the dragon failed?
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Let me see what you're supposed to say. Okay, so you only have 1 left.
No, I have one left. Okay.
So yeah, roll those, what is it, 2d10?
Yeah, that's
roll
what that card.
that. I don't think you have a d10.
That's what the card says. Oh, it's so pretty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want another one? You can roll at the same time.
Oh, I can?
Yep.
Oh, because I have to roll 2.
Yes.
Oh, they're so pretty.
The 0 is 10 and 1 is 1.
Huh?
There's a 0, so the 0 is 10.
Okay.
And the 1 is just 1.
6 and a 1. Or a 9 and a 1.
Okay, so 10 total. Do you add anything to it?
I don't think so. It just says 2d10. Just say that plus.
see on your spell sheet.
Maybe.
Yeah, just. And that's also concentration, so you're not concentrating
Okay.
on everything. Okay, so it takes that, comes down, it just kind of like it tenses at that pain. Pain. Anything else you want to do?
I have a-
two weapon fighting?
I have a bonus action I could do 2-weapon fighting, but that usually doesn't go well for me. But I want to kill this dragon and get it done and over with, so we are going to do 2-weapon fighting
Heck yeah.
with my centaur and my sickle.
Okay, you can only use one.
Oh,
You can only use one. Because you're doing.
because I've already used one.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you've used your action, so you only have one
Oh, I see.
chance.
I see.
So
So,
decide which one you'll use, and then roll.
okay. I'm going to do my scimitar again.
Okay.
And then I rolled a hit.
Mhm.
A 19.
19 hits.
Beautiful. And then I roll a 1d6.
Yes, and it's just a d6. You want to add anything to it?
Well,
Okay, 2 is 2. 2 is 2. Sad I have to do the math for that. Is that gonna be the end of your turn?
yes.
Okay, wonderful. It's gonna be the dragon's turn. Let's see. It's gonna roll to recharge that breath weapon.
Are you cheering for the dragon?
No!
Yeah.
It's going to make some attacks on Seela Jane
Okay, awesome.
and Duke.
Yo, that's awesome.
Your fault.
It's
Your
going
fault.
to try to bite Duke. That's not too great. Tim,
Yay.
what's his
Wait.
AC?
His AC.
Yes, probably very top.
Oh, 14.
14 does not hit.
Thank
God.
God.
It's gonna try to claw at Seela Jane. Does a 17 hit?
That's a phenomenal question on, like,
What is your AC?
Armor class.
18.
So
Suck
it
it.
doesn't.
Suck it.
Man, this dragon takes a whiff. It tries to bite at the dog, which just kind of like, makes that sound that dogs make. And then it just is so angry, it claws around with its, claws at Seela Jane, and it just kind of like screeches across your metal armor. They don't make the sound attacks here.
Heck yeah.
That's the dragon's whole turn. We moved Seela Jane.
Alright, okay. So
Let's take this dragon down.
it is try to hit it with my warhammer. And I want everyone to know that, are you effing kidding? I want everyone to know that this still doesn't hit, but I wasn't adding in my hit before now. So this is still a 7.
Total?
Does not hit.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So
Does
I
not
rolled a
hit.
3, and then I got a 4, and
Seela Jane hasn't hit anything.
I should really be.
What is the
focusing
use
on-
of giant warhammer if it never connects?
That's a really good question. And I think all of my spells that would have counted as actions, like even in a perfect world where I was just like, you know what, no more Warhammer, are like really focused on like protecting my friends. I'm gonna go ahead. I've already got Shield of Faith up on Keely, so I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Duke.
I think that's a smart choice. Since you're not willing to take the job.
Yeah, you're a responsible parent.
I am saving the
If
dog.
that requires a spell slot, go ahead and mark it off.
Okay, I don't know. It says bonus action, so I don't know like what.
Look on your spell sheet. You might also have to mark one off for Shield of Faith.
This is what my spell sheet looks like.
Let me see. Okay, yeah. So you'll have to mark one off for Shield of Faith. You have
Okay.
3 slots, so after you cast this, you'll have 1 left.
Okay, so. Noted.
And it's at the very top where you can mark that. Seela does that. That is the end of your turn. We'll move to Orla.
Okay, I'm gonna use a flaming sphere.
Okay.
So I'll just get real close. Just real close. Up here. Yeah,
This is 20. And you're within 5 feet.
sure. And I'll just use this.
Okay.
Do I?
What is it? What's the description on that?
So it's a 5-foot diameter sphere. Fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration. Concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay.
And any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must take a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. And I get a bonus action, and as a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet.
Cool.
So,
So you actually don't have to move close to do that. You can put the spear right here, and you can stay back here.
back it up.
Back up.
Back it up.
Okay, so the spear will be right here.
Okay.
Read it to me. Is it at the end of your turn it takes damage?
The creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Let me see it real quick.
I'm close to death, guys. I want to go home.
Okay, yeah. So you can cast this. Let's see. You can also, with your bonus action on this turn, you can ram it into the dragon and make it and do the damage now. And at the end, it's at the dragon's turn.
Okay.
It'll take if it's still in range, it will take additional damage.
Okay.
So you can do like the ram, and it will make a dex save, and then either take full damage or half damage.
Okay, so I'll do the ram. That's
Okay.
the bonus. What am I rolling first?
It's gonna fail its save. So whatever. What does it save dice wise? If it fails to save,
Oh, the creature takes 2d6 fire damage on failed save.
roll it.
The 20?
2d6. And you roll 2, add them, not add them.
4.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. So that was your action, bonus action, movement you want to do? Okay, cool. We'll move to Ego.
Okay. Well, I don't want to get close to him.
Just send your dog there.
Just
Yeah.
send out your dog.
We can always. What is that unarmed strike? What does that mean?
You're just making it with no weapon. You're
You
bare
just smack
fist.
the crap
Bare
out of the
fist. And you don't want to get close, so that's not that.
But you do have short swords. So, I would
That was
use-
my short swords.
no.
I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Let's do the same thing that we did before. Longbow, and try to let the dog do his thing.
Wonderful. Yep, roll to hit.
Alright.
You want to move, and so your position's better to shoot at the dragon?
You don't have to.
Okay.
I've never really done
Okay.
Alright.
Just worried about the dog and myself
Of course.
here.
He's protected with the thing. 9 plus 5. 14.
14 does not hit.
Why doesn't it
So-
hit after we weed her health down? I feel like she should require less and less.
Her scales don't just fall off.
Well, we should start
Natural
knocking some
armor.
scales off.
Literally.
Okay, what else would you like to do?
Okay, let's see what the dog can
Okay, so that was your action. This will be your bonus action.
do.
Duke's Bite. Go ahead and roll to hit.
18.
That will
Nice.
hit.
Alright, and then do I roll again or do it?
Whatever the damage is.
Plus 6. And
1d6 plus
4. Yeah, so roll a d6 and add 4 to it.
That's
Norris.
6. 10.
Wow.
Nice.
This dragon is starting to look it's looking hurt. It's got some
About
chunks, chunks ripped out. Not doing too great. Are you going to do any movement?
Can I move and hit or is it just
No, you would just move. You already taken your action and bonus action.
Can I move the dog back to me?
You can, but since it's in range of the dragon, it would take an opportunity attack. So the dragon would get just a free attack.
The
Yeah.
attack made my sanctuary fall off. So if I understand, because it says if the
You
warded
didn't take
creature-
damage. So
What?
you didn't take damage from that attack, so it's still up.
No. It says if the warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects an enemy creature, the spell ends. So if he just attacked the dragon, then he stepped out of my little sanctuary. If I'm understanding it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel
Yeah.
like
So Duke is vulnerable now.
Duke is now vulnerable.
But he
and
did
Correct.
crazy
Nice
damage.
catch.
Hey, I think my turn is over.
Alright, then move back to the top of the initiative with Keely.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna attack again with my scimitar.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna roll to hit. And that is a 7.
That does not
Yeah.
hit. You can do that with your bonus action.
2 weapon fighting.
Mhm.
So I guess I'm going in with my sickle.
Mm-hmm.
And I also rolled a hit with my sickle, right? 9.
That also does not.
Does not hit.
That is your action and your bonus action.
So I'm in trouble.
It is the dragon's turn again. We're gonna roll to recharge that breath weapon. Dang, this dragon just.
It
Yeah.
sucks.
It's
Alright,
like,
and I'm ready.
you know that thing like in the TV shows where they click?
Mm.
It's just endless clicking, no actual
No
fire
actual
spitting.
fire.
We're gonna do some more attacks. We're gonna go on Seela Jane and Keely. Alright, to Seela Jane. Does a 20 hit you?
It does. So, do I just like subtract?
Does a 10 hit you? No. Misses you. We'll bite on you. Let's see. As it chomps down on your shoulder, you take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
It's not going to move. That's its action. Has no bonus action. So we move to Seela Jane's turn.
Okay. Okay. We're not gonna count because it was a bad roll. 10, 14. Please let me hit something good.
14 does not hit.
Okay. Now, could I use my bonus action with a dagger?
If you want to pull that dagger out and use it, go for it.
Okay. Guys, do I take a risk on the dagger, or do I just cast Sanctuary of Rebuke again?
I think we really gotta get this dragon killed.
14 plus 4, that's 18. That hits.
hits.
Alright?
Okay, Seela Jane I've managed to stab things with the dagger. She's having a great luck with like the Warhammer, which, how do the dice know? You know, like, 4's at the top,
That is 4.
plus 2 piercing, so that's 6. So I stab that dragon.
Yes,
And
you
it
girl.
A
Period.
loud cry emits from it. It is like there's chunks taken out of it.
Gross.
You know, it's bleeding. Like its mouth is bloody where it's bit several of you. You think that this thing's probably near death's door.
Near?
Near.
Near.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that's it, because like, that was my bonus action.
Cool.
So,
We will move to
Yeah.
Orla.
I got a dagger. We'll just go move forward and just go for the jugular.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll hit?
Yes.
It's a 3. It's 4, so that's 7. That is not hit. Do I get a bonus thing?
Do you have anything you can use? Probably not.
I don't think so.
Alright, you move in front of it. Oh, you have your spear. Oh, it takes spear damage. Roll 2 more fire d6.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels that way. So bad.
What do I? I'm rolling
You
d6.
roll. That flaming spear is still by its took its into its turn near it.
6 and 3, so 9. Plus the sphere. I don't know. I guess nothing. I don't hit. So 9.
It is close to death's door. It's got a huge chunk just burning in front of it. Ego, your turn.
Do something.
We gotta do the same thing.
The dog is
Roll
not.
I don't have any spells, nothing. I just have a bow and a
Roll
dog.
to hit.
Roll to hit.
You
Oh,
got
my
like
dog.
1 minute.
Come on, Boo. Alright.
Plus your hit.
It's not gonna hit.
It's not.
Yeah.
Roll for Duke.
And dog, please. Alright. 3 again.
We'll just move to Keely.
Yeah.
Keely, back on initiative. Let's go. What do we do?
We're gonna attack with the centaur again.
Go for it.
Yes.
Roll the hit.
That's 10.
It does not hit. Do you have 2 weapon fighting?
I do, so we're gonna attack with the sickle. 13.
13 just does not do it.
Alright.
God!
Okay. Dragon goes.
Okay, let's see. It's gonna try to bite Keely. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
No, it would be a 15. Are you modifying it with my protection spell over her? Because that adds 2 to her armor class.
Is that with your bonus?
Well, so my armor class is 13. So
it would have hit anyways.
It would have hit anyways.
Okay. Wait, is it still dragon?
It would have been 5 damage to you.
So I'm dead.
Keely's on death saving throws. You're not dead yet.
Okay.
So it does 5 damage to you. Are you down?
I'm down. I had 4.
You are down. So you have been knocked unconscious.
Awesome.
It misses the attack of Steela Jane, and it is Steela Jane's turn after this.
17.
We gotta roll fire damage.
I thought I got lost. Okay, take that.
Okay,
What did you get?
17
7.
plus 4.
You hit.
So I hit.
You
Alright.
hit.
I hit her.
Roll for
And I'm-
same damage. There's
1.
almost no way you can lose this.
Okay, well, why could you jinx me like that? Okay, no wait, that's not a D8 because an 11 won't be on a D8 because that's not how
Here.
this works. Okay, so 6 plus 2 is 8.
Steela Jane, you get this warhammer to work. It slams down on its nostrils. It crushes its skull. Dust settles as the final blow to the beast rings out. Its eyes now close. For once, the small library is quiet. You guys take a chance and bring Keely back up. She's now conscious. The staircase that had been hidden behind this bookshelf is now fully revealed. As you climb up the staircase, your legs burning, but in a blink, you're back at your study table. Sunlight filtering through the windows, your homework in front of you. You're back where you were hours ago, and it feels like ancient times now. You remember the dragon, the symbols, the adventure of it all. But as you look at each other, is it possible that it was just a dream? Surely not, right? Each of your eyes feel a pull to the middle of the table in the end of the library, where a piece of yellow paper sits on top of your materials. On it, familiar symbols in unfamiliar patterns. Seems like it wasn't a dream after all. And a roar echoes through your heads, a shiver runs up your spine, and maybe you haven't truly escaped yet. And that's where we end our story. Thank you all so much for watching.